Alright guys, I'm going to show you something pretty interesting. Some of you folks might know what this is, some of you folks might not know what this is. This is called the Malanga. It's a root. It basically looks like one of those elephant ear type plants. Just out of curiosity, I bought it and I figured I'm going to try to get this thing to root and maybe put this in my pond. Though it's not probably meant to grow in a watery type environment, I wouldn't be surprised if it would grow. It is that type of plant. So I'm not looking to grow this to eat it. I'm just looking to grow it to see if it'll grow in my pond or near it for like the summertime, just for the aesthetics and for the, you know, for the pond itself. If it doesn't, or if I can't get any kind of, I don't know what you call them, not slips, but like cuttings off of this, so I can plant it in the ground and in the pond, maybe I'll just plant it in the ground. I know, I'm pretty sure and pretty confident this will grow in regular soil, not in a pond like swampy environment like you see a lot of those elephant ear plants growing in ponds. So out of curiosity, I looked it up, and you know, I went to the store, seen this there, and then I did a little research on it. I figured I would give that a try. So I'm going to try to root this out. This is like my first video on this to see what it does. If it rots, and that'll be the end of it. If it starts to get roots, then we'll go from there. We'll keep you up to date and show this maybe throughout the year, quick snippets of how it's doing and everything. But I figured I'd get this series started with me basically just showing you the root and what it looks like. How could I do this without getting my shadow in there? Alright, that's all it is. Now this thing was really starting to get spongy when I bought it from the store. It was really drying out. But I put it in the water and it stiffened right up. Nice and stiff again. So that means that it's most likely healthy. It's still good. And I am expecting it to start throwing out roots eventually. So I'm going to put it in this container of water here. There's not much water in it. So we're just going to stick it in there like I did with my sweet potato. Hopefully I'll get some kind of roots on it. I will be changing that water daily. I noticed I had this in here for a day already, and I noticed since I done that, the water got really milky, so it released like a lot of starches and stuff like that. So I drained the water out. So this I'm probably going to have to do water changes on a regular basis. It's not going to be as easy as the sweet potato. So I'm going to do an update on this once I start getting slips, but you know, you can see there's roots coming off my sweet potato already. But I want to get some slips and then I'll do an update on that. It's sprouting up, it's going, it's getting there. But that's not what the video is about. The video is about the Malanga. It actually goes under a bunch of different names. There are probably 20 or 30 different varieties of Malanga, but they're not all called Malanga. Some of them are called something else, and so there's a bunch of different names. This particular Malanga, I believe, is a product of Ecuador. At least that's what the sticker said in the store. So I've looked it up, and there's probably maybe 10 specific varieties that are grown in Ecuador. So it could be any one of those 10 varieties. So I can't give you a specific cultivar of what this is going to be, but we'll see what the leaf looks like, what the flower looks like, if I can get it to grow. And then we'll try to identify that, and maybe with a little help from some of my international viewers, they might be able to see what it is right away and say, oh, that's the this type of Malanga or that type of Malanga or whatnot like that. But as far as I know, the only thing I do know about this particular variety Malanga is that it is from Ecuador. That's about all I know at this point. Alright, so that's it. That's the root of the Malanga. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.